paradise won't change your mind. Can't shape the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice.
Oh, come on. They are acting way too often for this crap.
So these guys have a butt ton of hit points.
They really do, like, more than you'd expect them to have for enemies this early in the game. Especially compared to the amount of damage they do. Like, come on. There we go. Miss.
Don't taunt the random number generator.
I'm not. I'm.
See what you did?
It's okay. It's just the wizard.
Just the wizard this time.
Oh, the wizard.
Are you thinking of the Wizard movie?
The wizard movie?
The movie The Wizard.
Oh, I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's so bad. No, that's the line from the movie.
Oh, okay.
Talking about a power glove.
I love the power glove. It's so bad.
Are you
complaints about the environment.
What is your complaint about the environment?
It's ugly. Do we get to go somewhere that doesn't suck eventually?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the extent of your complaint about the environment?
Well, I mean, I could level a nice critique. Like, I love how most of it's just this splotchy, blurry, and then you've got super realistic, obviously, photos of rock that have been turned into a texture.
And then pasted all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and assume that it's supposed to be viewed at a slightly lower resolution than what I'm looking at right now.
It
was the 90s.
When you load the game up, and the reason that I had to set the Discord screen share to what I did in order to have the gameplay is it resets the resolution of your monitor.
Oh. Oh no.
So this is at the resolution that it's supposed to be shown at. Well, dog.
He tried.
He did. I can give him that. Here, Maya. Eat a whole... This guy.
He is a dick.
He is the worst. It's a good thing we bought all that bread.
I have a feeling we're going to eat it all in this fight.
This one fight alone?
Yes. The bugs keep making their gross, wet tongue slaps.
Yeah.
For a surprisingly large amount of damage.
I recognize the bug attack sounds. Not the wet ones, but the ones that come up before it. I think those all came from the same CD that everybody uses. It's sort of like how everybody uses the same bear noise.
Yeah.
Or the same wolf noise.
Or the same horror demon sound from Doom.
Oh, have you ever heard? I'm not sure what kind of owl it is, but like they use an owl cry for almost every monster in like a made-for-TV movie ever. Like if you've heard it, you would recognize it. It's this horrible screeching sound. It hasn't been modified at all. An owl actually makes that sound.
Whoa.
Creepy. Oh good, we finally lowered his barrier so he can cast it on himself again.
Hooray!
Or murder him.
Hooray! Murder.
I'm all for the murdering. See, so all the enemies get to stand in nice positions where we get hit with multi-attacks, but...
Probably because the developers couldn't figure out a good way of staging things. It worked out the way they wanted it to.
Possibly. I mean, that's the only thing I can. That's the only answer I can accept for this, because.
So I get that like the traditional RPG just it's supposed to take longer. It just does. Is there any reason why? Does that just happen because it happens? Like somebody decided it was the standard, so everybody else did it?
Well, wasn't it. It was like Dragon Warrior did it initially.
How did they do that?
But it was not. It took longer because everything was turn-based, and it was turn-based because that was like the limitation at the time, and for whatever reason that became the tradition.
Weird.
Uh-oh. I hear that, Patrick.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Sounded like a yawn.
That was totally a yawn.
Wasn't me. I asked for a nice coffee maker because I had, a crummy one from like college, one of those stupid Mr. Coffees.
Mm-hmm. It
So I asked for a
next to
nice
your
one.
Mr. Radar.
So I asked for a nicer one for Christmas. And my parents obviously got one from Costco because it makes 14 cups of coffee in a go.
Whoa!
It's like, there's only 2 people in this house and he doesn't like coffee.
Good for all your late night drawing sessions, jeez.
Oh my god, your heart would explode. Or maybe they're suggesting that I need to get some bread and have social events. I'm a little old for sleepovers. When am I gonna have to make 14 cups of coffee? I don't know.
At that time that you need to make the 14 cups of coffee. Oh god, we finally.
When it happens, you'll be glad you have that coffee maker.
I'll write a very nice thank you note.
I'm gonna feed my robot some bread.
Well, if he can be poisoned, he can eat bread.
Oh,
He only gets half the healing out of it.
Ah.
Aw.
Robot.
Well, that is a good thing to know.
So, why does it look like he's made partially out of a shopping cart?
Because he probably is.
Oh, okay. I've been trying to figure out what this handle is supposed to be and why it looks like he has, I don't know, like a litter box or some sort of container.
Well, remember in the opening, the second opening cinematic,
Yes.
they rode him home across the desert because he's a form of transportation for them.
Okay,
Yeah,
second question. How do you fit 2 people on that tiny thing?
Because he's been scaled down.
That bar on his butt, the green square in front of it, is where Grub sits, and then Maya was hanging onto that bar, acting as Grub's backrest, as like the second passenger handle as they ran home. Which, in looking at him fight, Runner has no back seat, so I think Maya was just being dragged along behind Runner as he was running along.
Oh no!
She's just badass enough to just tank whatever damage of being dragged along the desert would incur.
I'd buy that.
You did. That's why we're playing this game.
Oh, okay.
Ah, I get it. Oh,
See,
level 5.
And more bread.
This is the humor I am reduced to.
All right.
What's the purple vial? Is that just a potion?
Resurrect with partial
oh.
HP because it's
Yeah.
smelling salts.
Okay.
I'm using the potion. I'm just.
Do it.
There we go.
Oh, we hadn't saved in a while. God, I'm so spoiled by continuously online games. What's this saving
yeah.
bullshit?
Autosaves, like the biggest crutch and the most necessary one of our day.
Oh look, we found Tori.
How did you find me?
Uncle said.
We followed the trail of bodies.
You are all under arrest.
Oh look,
for
it's
smuggling.
Sergeant.
Who are you?
You're doomed.
What?
Holy shit!
These guys are... Okay, and they leave.
All right.
Do they have to
Oh,
be
they came back.
guard, Dugan?
Look, I told you, they were about to find out that I was at the heart of this scheme. Keep up the good work, kid. With this last shipment and the help of my
What's
chosen
happening?
I'm
ready to take Wind City from the Guard of the Seven Winds.
How could you do this, Tori?
I think we
People are
just
dying
helped
because of you.
the villain.
Didn't know, I swear.
Tori, go back to Oasis and warn Uncle. I don't know what the Chosen are up to, but last time we lost most of our people.
What are you
Can we
gonna do,
recruit the
Maya?
pigeon?
I'm going to World Shell 3. Someone has to warn the people of Wind City that their country is in danger.
Why?
Because you done
Someone
fucked
has
up,
to break the
kid.
law you began.
Sometimes I just don't understand.
We have this vast,
Sometimes
deep, and very important lore, but we couldn't think of a better name for the continent than World Shell 3.
Uncle will be back soon.
You don't have to go, Grub.
I'm sure Uncle would feel better if you weren't alone. We can use these Hellgak mounts.
Hey,
Hellgak.
those cost me an arm and a
Hellgak.
leg.
Tori!
Go
You're like
ahead.
12.
I think he's supposed to be Wirt
Wirt?
from Diablo.
Oh.
Don't mind me. Just looting.
Take the sword.
I took what I was allowed to take.
The things that they...
What's that
Actually-
bird thing on the rock?
It's nothing. It's like they keep picking these strange elements to animate that have... Like, if you do something like that, but not to the rest of your environment, that makes that one thing really stand out, which gives it this importance.
Yeah,
But it's not interactable. It doesn't do anything.
Meanwhile, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade balloon over here apparently are kicking out of this place.
well, here we go. Oh.
What?
I like it.
It's a speeder bike.
Oh, now we're in a trench run.
It's a flying brazier.
We,
Did we just get
We went up
sucked
its
into an
nose?
intake?
I think so.
Ah,
And somehow we're inside the ship rather than ground into the engine.
Where are we?
Looks like we've been sucked up into the air intakes of a chosen ship.
You are absolutely correct.
Oh.
ooh, we can spy. We're gonna hear more exposition.
Quick, everyone roll a stealth roll.
Safety of the Wind City Guard, Selena.
The death of the Holy Guard is only going to cause trouble with Bowman, their leader.
As president of Wind City,
Their leader
I
is
have no
Bowman.
control over the Guard.
Let me
They're an
guess.
anachronism
He's an
that I'm
archer.
trying to purge for years.
Maybe.
With your help,
No, his parents
I'll
just
be
wanted
the
him to be.
sole dictator of Wind City.
Milady, Lord Doskius' ship approaches.
You're wearing.
Don't sound too excited about it.
According to plan, my lord.
Lord Doskius, your power is unmatched.
Shut up, you.
Spare me, dog. Just remember our bargain. Your city is an important supply base on our way to the lower shelves. Selena, when is the invasion to begin?
As soon as Balcom shows up with his forces, my lord. Where is he, anyway?
None of your concern, my dear. He and General Caleb fall on great duties.
Wind City shall soon lay before your feet, Great One.
All right, you brown noser.
Kill him when he is no longer needed.
Are you sure?
Once a man who takes freedom from a people is doomed to die by their hand. I'm simply sparing him the inevitable.
As you wish.
Don't start caring for these people, Selena. The last time the lower shell saw my presence, I was fighting Gunner's father. The entire Mongol city fell beneath us that day. But they are not the chosen, and barely human. Remember that.
This is a swell guy.
Oh yeah.
He might be evil.
This guy, role model material right here.
This Doskius that destroyed Oasis, and he doesn't even care.
Maya, shh, they'll hear us.
Now I have a
What?
face to
What was
face
that?
my nightmares. Doskius will pay for what he did.
Fine, but right now we have to get out of here.
We have to find the leader of the Holy Guard. We have to find Bowman and warn him before Wind City becomes another oasis.
Okay.
Now we run.
Yep.
You know-
okay.
That looks like a really cool environment for a
Info
dungeon that
dump
we're not
scene
gonna do.
finished. Now return you to your regularly scheduled gameplay.
It really does look like a flying bra. I'm sorry.
It's also rendered on on a completely different
it's
layer.
It's a bustier.
Look at it. It looks like someone took the magic what? Took the magic lasso tool around this thing and just went, well, fine. It's close enough.
I'm just gonna throw this sucker on the green screen and move it around.
I think this is a good stopping point for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
This is a good stopping point. We'll see you all next time, everyone, for more of whatever this is. So good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's a little time capsule.
Is that how you spell it? Brazier?
Sure. Brassier. I have no idea.
It's brassier than the other one.
That's one of those words that nobody actually uses anymore.
It's the brassiest of
How do you spell brazier? B-R-A.
I'll never die. I lose my head in the starry skies. Can't chain me down. I feel